I really need everyone to spare me the faux outrage and the pearl clutching about this. A little collection of things that Donald Trump and high-ranking Republicans call liberals on a daily basis: anarchists, anti-American, deranged, communists, corrupt, compromised, groomers and perverts, thugs and traitors. Now, she was explicit that she was talking about a subsection of the Republican Party the same way that Joe Biden is when he talks about these MAGA extremism.
At some point, you know, maybe there needs to be a formal deprogramming of the cult members.
And Republicans still call us crazy things, even though we know they're projecting.
But you tell me, if the leader of the Democratic Party, so that would be Joe Biden, was facing 4 indictments with 91 felony counts, he had been found liable of sexually assaulting a woman and defaming her, that's E. Jean Carroll, guilty of fraud, sharing the nation's secrets, not only in the Mar-a-Lago indictment, but there was a report yesterday from ABC News that he had shared information about our nuclear submarine capacities with an Australian billionaire.
The investigation has revealed that Trump allegedly discussed potentially sensitive information about U.S. nuclear submarines with an Australian billionaire who was a member of former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago club in Florida. Those sources also telling us that that billionaire then shared the information with scores of others.
So all of that is happening, and he's shooting up in the polls. And when you see those interviews of Trump supporters outside of the rallies, they're like, none of this is true. It's the big lie. He won the election, et cetera. And you wouldn't say to me, you guys are in a cult? It's actually tame what Hillary Clinton was saying.
We are those people that do not believe or have never been manipulated by Trump. It's complete manipulation. Trump knew he lost the election. He said it right after the election.
If Trump were convicted of any of the things that he's been indicted for, is there anything that would disqualify him from your vote?
No, because, I mean, he ain't the first one. Look at Clinton, you know, look at Biden taking money from other countries.
But in fairness, none of them have been indicted. We've never had a president indicted. Now that he's been indicted, is there anything that makes you feel like, well, maybe he's not the right person?
No, sir. No, sir.
Is there anything you could imagine him doing that would disqualify him from your vote?
No, sir. Not right offhand. I want to think of right now.
We had somebody earlier tell us that if Trump was standing on the steps of the White House and murdered someone, he'd still vote for him. Same with you?
Mm-hmm.
How come?
I don't know. I like Trump. He just got something about him.
Is there anything that would disqualify him from your vote?
No, not at all. He hasn't done anything illegal. Let me put it to this way. This goes back to the Department of Justice being a political machine at this point and not a Department of Justice. What about Joe Biden and his documents? He was only a senator and then vice president. He didn't have any presidential authorization to take those documents and scatter them all over from Pennsylvania to Delaware. I mean, really. I don't know. I just think that, you know, if people can't see beyond this politicalization of the Justice Department, then I would say they suffer from Trump derangement syndrome.
There are people that think that you suffer from.
Yeah, but they don't have an argument. They just don't like Trump. If you said, look, here's...
Say one nice thing about Joe Biden to me.
I can't.
Right, so you just don't like Biden.
Oh, because I've looked at Biden when he's just totally corrupt. How can you look beyond the corruption to say that this man could be a statesman representing the United States? You know, the whole issue of his getting the millions of dollars with Hunter Biden, the media didn't cover that at all. Why? Why didn't they cover that? You must have seen the so-called text message, right?
Tell me about it.
Hunter Biden sent to some authority in China.
Why do you believe that, but you don't believe the other stuff about Trump?
What other stuff?
Well, you're saying that so they say. You just said to me, so they say, when I asked you a question.
Yeah, because they never tell you Trump's side of the story. They, meaning the media, the major media, where people get their so-called authorized information from, you know, what's Trump's side of the story?
There's a lot going on in the news with the former president now, with indictments, with classified documents and things like that. Is there anything that would disqualify him from your vote if, for example, a jury finds him guilty of these things. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty. But if there's guilt, if there's further indictments, is there anything that would prevent you from voting for it?
Nope. Because it's smoke and mirrors is what that is.
Republicans, elected Republicans in the Congress, the United States Congress, understand and knows very well that Donald Trump lost the election. Yet and still, Trump goes to these rallies day in and day out with thousands of people lined up, and you put a microphone in front of them, and not one of them can tell you one piece of policy or legislation that Trump did supported, that they support.
What do you guys want to hear from President Trump? What's the number one issue? Top issue.
Because it's not about policy. Just like it's not about them caring about the fact that Hillary Clinton called them a cult. It's about them having something to say about Democrats on the other end. Hillary Clinton, you talk about the investigation in Benghazi. Not that it's based in any facts. Facts doesn't matter to this group. It's not what they're looking for. That's not what they care about. They care about allegiance to whiteness. Unless you all are willing to say that over and over again, and y'all being people on Fox, other than you, we know that's not true. Therefore, you are arguing something that does not matter. This group of people do not care about your facts. And there are a long list of facts to be against Trump and reasons to be against Trump. But the very network that you serve has built up an immune system to truth that surrounds Donald Trump and other Republicans. So you're just screaming in the forest because those people are cult members. Period. Mondale Robinson, have a great day.